August 5, 2019, on what appeared to be an ordinary morning, the Home Minister of India stood up in the upper house of Parliament to deliver an announcement that would instantly rewrite the geopolitical reality of South Asia. The Government of India declared the official revocation of Article 370 of the Indian Constitution, a historic and deeply entrenched provision that for 7 decades had granted a special autonomous status to the disputed region of Jammu and Kashmir. The announcement was executed with absolute strategic precision. Ahead of the declaration, tens of thousands of additional paramilitary troops were deployed into the Kashmir Valley. A strict curfew was imposed, public gatherings were banned, and a near-total communications blackout, including internet and mobile phone services, was implemented across the region. This sudden, monumental policy shift sent shockwaves far beyond the mountain peaks of the Himalayas. It triggered an immediate wave of regional protests, intense international scrutiny, and fierce diplomatic friction between nuclear-armed neighbors. By stripping the region of its unique constitutional autonomy and splitting it into 2 directly governed union territories, India set into motion a fundamental change in the administrative, legal, and social landscape of Kashmir, marking one of the most high-stakes political maneuvers of the 21st century.
To comprehend the sheer gravity of this decision, we must analyze the deep historical and constitutional roots of Article 370. The story begins in 1947, during the bloody partition of British India into the independent nations of India and Pakistan. Jammu and Kashmir, a princely state with a Muslim majority population but ruled by a Hindu Maharaja, Hari Singh, initially sought independence. However, following an invasion by armed tribesmen backed by Pakistan, the Maharaja signed the Instrument of Accession to join India in exchange for military protection. To solidify this unique political union, Article 370 was integrated into the Indian Constitution in 1949 as a temporary provision. It granted Jammu and Kashmir its own separate constitution, its own flag, and complete internal autonomy over all administrative matters except for foreign affairs, defense, and communications. Crucially, a companion provision known as Article 35A restricted property ownership and government jobs exclusively to permanent residents of the state, preventing outsiders from buying land. For decades, this arrangement was a flashpoint in India-Pakistan relations, serving as the core engine behind multiple wars and a protracted insurgency. For the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, or BJP, removing Article 370 had been a core ideological promise for generations. They argued that the special status did not protect Kashmiris, but rather isolated them from the rest of India, fostering corruption, stalling economic investment, and fueling Pakistan-backed terrorism. The political motivation was clear: total integration, binding Kashmir irrevocably to the Indian Union.
The unilateral revocation on August 5th instantly sparked significant international dialogue, regional unrest, and a fierce war of words. The immediate reaction from neighboring Pakistan was swift and severe. Islamabad condemned the move as illegal and a direct violation of United Nations Security Council resolutions on the Kashmir dispute. In response, Pakistan downgraded its diplomatic ties with New Delhi, expelled the Indian High Commissioner, suspended bilateral trade, and took the issue to the UN Security Council for the first time in decades. Beyond Pakistan, the move also drew sharp reactions from China, which shares a heavily militarized disputed border with India in the Ladakh region. Beijing fiercely objected to New Delhi turning Ladakh into a separate union territory governed directly by the central government, viewing it as an infringement on Chinese territorial sovereignty, a tension that would later boil over into deadly border skirmishes in 2020. Globally, the international community responded with a mixture of deep concern and diplomatic caution. The United Nations and Western allies, including the United States, urged both India and Pakistan to exercise restraint and maintain bilateral dialogue. However, substantial concern was raised by international human rights organizations regarding the severe security lockdown and the prolonged communication blackout imposed on the civilian population in the valley. The security architecture of South Asia had shifted. New Delhi made it absolutely clear to the world that the reorganization was an entirely internal administrative matter, establishing a bold new framework for how India intends to manage its borders and its national security moving forward.
Years have passed since the historic decision of August 2019, yet the tremors of that day are still deeply and viscerally felt throughout the region. The administrative reorganization fundamentally redefined the socio-political dynamics of Jammu and Kashmir. With the dismantling of Article 35A, new domicile laws were introduced, allowing non-residents from other parts of India to purchase property, apply for local government jobs, and vote in regional elections. The Indian government heavily championed these changes as the dawn of a new era of development, pointing to an influx of tourism, new infrastructure projects, and increased corporate investment that had previously been blocked by local laws. However, beneath the surface of economic promises, a complex and evolving social reality persists. Many local residents and political leaders express profound anxieties over demographic shifts, fearing that the new laws are designed to alter the Muslim-majority character of the valley and dilute their political voice. Traditional regional political parties found themselves marginalized as the federal government redrew political maps. The landscape remains a delicate, unresolved balancing act between the central government's enforcement of national law and the local population's enduring struggle for identity, representation, and peace.
The revocation of Jammu and Kashmir's special autonomous status stands as a deeply pivotal, watershed event in 21st century geopolitics. It fundamentally reshaped domestic law, tested the boundaries of executive power, and permanently altered the territorial realities of South Asia. As we look back at the events of August 5, 2019, we are left with profound questions about state sovereignty, governance, and democracy. How do you assess the role of internal administrative policies when they have such massive, explosive consequences for broader international relations? Can long-term regional peace and economic development be successfully built on the foundation of unilateral security actions? Or does enduring stability always require open local consensus and historical diplomacy? We want to hear your insights, perspectives, and objective analysis on this highly intricate historical chapter. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you found this comprehensive deep dive into South Asian history and geopolitics valuable, please hit the like button, share this video with other history buffs, and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you'll join our community for regular, insightful journeys into the hidden turning points, intense conflicts, and major political shifts that continue to shape our modern world. Thank you so much for watching. Keep analyzing the past, and we will see you in the next chapter of history.